Herrin, the Vice President of Water Infrastructure at Bentley Systems, and I had the pleasure of reviewing about a dozen student submissions related to water resources. The submissions covered every type of problem, from water shortages and drinking water scarcity in some parts of the world to flooding, pollution, and irrigation concerns in other regions. The solutions were as varied as the problems, demonstrating impressive combinations of innovative engineering techniques, applied software, and creative problem solving. Each student group did a great job of describing the importance and urgency of their challenges, as well as the feasibility and scalability of their solutions. But the thing that impressed me the most was how much the students thought beyond the engineering itself, and also took into account the social and environmental impacts and challenges. It's always rewarding to see the type of enthusiasm and resourcefulness that I saw here, and I look forward to seeing the impact these students will have when they enter the workforce.
Hello to all of you who participated in our Digital Infrastructure Student Idea Challenge. A few weeks ago, I had the honor of reviewing your competition entries. We received a lot of fantastic ideas, and I greatly enjoyed looking through and trying to understand your projects in detail. I have to say, I was truly amazed and impressed by the quality of the submissions and all the thoughts that went into your projects. I particularly loved the fact that a lot of projects were looking especially on emerging or developing countries and put a real-world problem at their center. The focus was also pretty universally at improving people's lives, and this is very much in line with Bentley's mission of advancing infrastructure, which also has people and environment at its core and how to make our world better. I was very proud to see this mirrored in your contributions. So let me finish by thanking you very, very much for all your hard work, and congratulations and all the best to the winners. I do look forward to having you as our future users and thought leaders. Thanks again.
Hello everyone, my name's Phil Christensen, and I'm very pleased to have been asked to be a judge in our Student Idea Challenge this year. I'd really like to congratulate everyone who put in an entry. There was a tremendous amount of time and effort that went into the projects that you put together, and it was great to see some of you challenging some really complex problems and problems that are important to the future of infrastructure. So thank you very much for participating. I'd like to wish you all the best when the judging is complete and the finalists and the winners are announced. Of course, even if you don't win, just participating, I hope, has been a valuable experience on learning about infrastructure and also in learning how technology can be applied to design, build, and operate infrastructure in an efficient and sustainable way. So thanks again for participating. All the very best, and I hope that as you continue your studies, you'll continue to keep that spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship that you've shown in these submissions, and please do continue to learn how to apply technology effectively. Digital tools such as the ones that Bentley produce are going to be important in your future and the future of the industry, and we need bright students like you going into the workforce in our profession to advance infrastructure. Good luck. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Seth Guthrie from the Carlsbad office of Bentley Systems. I wanted to say thank you to all the bright young designers out there who submitted ideas for our 2020 Digital Infrastructure Student Idea Challenge. I was lucky enough to review and judge a few of those entries, and I was pleasantly surprised by what I saw. It is clear that we face a lot of challenges, from the current pandemic to natural disasters, or just evaluating our aging infrastructure. Other designers were focused on optimizing aspects of the current construction process that were not efficient. There are a lot of good ideas out there, and some of these proposed solutions were quite well developed. I found it especially nice to see software mock-ups. Seeing the app and process, even if only schematically, helped me to understand the creator's vision. I also enjoyed the few submissions that used Bentley software like STAAD Pro to test and evaluate designs. I look forward to the finale in October, and I wish the best of luck to all of you creative people out there in your next challenge. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anbuthambi, President, ICT Academy India. I'm very happy to be part of Bentley's Digital Infrastructure Student Idea Challenge 2020, a big platform for students across the globe. I'm happy to be part of one of the jury members, and I congratulate each and every one of you who participated in this challenge, and my special appreciations and wishes to all the teams and individuals who have made it to the finals. We are very glad to see a lot of innovative ideas which are really refreshing and motivating. And happy to see most of the challenges identified by the students are aligned to the sustainability development goals of UN. The solutions were really innovative, and most of them are real out-of-the-box thinking. Bentley has created a real big platform for students, and students will have to now work in collaborating with other teams from the challenge and with all others across the globe to make sure they will take this seed to the sapling level. Because every seed has to become a sapling, and then it has to grow as a tree. I think every idea will have to be nurtured in support of peers and in support of organizations like Bentley and other industry partners. So my sincere appreciations to Bentley for having created such a big platform, which is a real vibrant platform for students across the globe to get benefited. And I'm sure this program is a grand success, and every single student is benefited from this initiative, and much more to come from Bentley, and we are happy to be part of it. Thank you very much. All the very best.
It was a really insightful experience to be part of the judging process and to see these wonderful entries. What moved me the most is the entries submitted by the students were highly informative, technically challenging, but they all came up with ideas which are very pragmatic and practical to their local context, which was absolutely fascinating because this is what we want to see from our future leaders. They all had the same tagline of think global and act local. We are in the middle of climate emergency, and what we would like to see our future leaders to take all the technologies, their knowledge, and come up with innovative design thinking and engineering excellence solutions for our infrastructure, for our cities and our communities. So it was brilliant to see all very high quality, innovative submissions from the future leaders of our industry. So my message to the students and the future leaders are, you are our future. You have the opportunity and the challenges to create the blueprint of our future generation. We are in the middle of a climate emergency, and what we would like the industry is to think collaboratively, work together, and come up with ideas and solutions using the technologies we currently have. As per the IPCC documents and the latest scientists' report, we have 12 years, which is nearly a decade, to come up with really tangible solutions for our cities, for our infrastructure, to prevent the effect of climate change and to keep the reduction of temperature below 1.5 degrees centigrade. So it's fascinating to see your creative young mindsets, and as our future leaders, you're creating the blueprint of the future that we are about to experience. So thank you for participating. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, your skill sets, your ideas with us. It was absolutely fascinating, and I wait to see you all shine in the future very patiently and very excitedly. Thank you for being with us.
Let me start by saying congratulations to all the finalists of the Infrastructure Challenge 2020, and indeed to all of the thousands of you who submitted projects, and to the educators and assistants, and to the judges who helped select and narrow down these projects down to what we have today, 18 teams vying to become the Infrastructure Challenge winner of 2020. I was particularly impressed with the thinking that went into all these projects, and in many cases inspired by local problems that could be applied globally, and in some cases inspired by global challenges such as climate change that could be addressed and implemented locally. As students, you're encouraged to think beyond the headlights, to imagine the future not in 3 to 4 years' time, but in 10, 20, 30 years' time, and to accelerate those visions of tomorrow starting today. The variety of the projects was fantastic, from farms to floods, microgrids to battery technology, mashing up of IoT and AI, reimagining and reusing existing infrastructure assets and repurposing them, the use of crowds to help collect information, or engineering inspired by
by and even incorporating nature and the natural world to minimize our footprint and impact. Real-world solutions for aging assets and predicting failure well before any occurrence of such, and reimagining the workforce of tomorrow and how they can integrate technology into their everyday tasks. It's really awesome stuff. For any project to come to fruition, starts with a spark of an idea, but it also relies on how well you can communicate and persuade and convince others of the project merits. The presentations you put together were factual, well thought through, and presented with the facts. But they were also personal and inspiring, fun, and importantly for myself, passionate about the projects you selected and the topic. I'm excited by the future, not only by the projects you presented, but also about who you are and the energy you bring to solving real-world problems and challenges. Good luck with your future careers and pursue your passions, and congratulations on being the finalist to Infrastructure Challenge 2020.